All right, perfect, guys. So today we want to go over kind of some bring your own device and value-added service training. You'll hear VAS being talked about a lot this month. If you haven't heard it already, it's the new buzzword for Boost and Dish. It's our value-added services. So let me give you a little bit about the whys behind the value-added services before we jump into it. So as we know, once Dish took over and we left Sprint, there was a much higher charge for using our data. In the old days, when Sprint owned the data, we could use it unlimited all the time. And there was no real restrictions. Even though we talked about that $35 cap in there, it wasn't really enforced. But now that Dish is leasing the towers, until our network's built out, which is going to happen within the next couple of years, there's a high cost involved with that. So how do we help offset that high cost and continue to bring you guys these great promotions, these free phones every single month? Well, we have to drive profit into the business, and our value-added services, especially something like protection on your customers' devices or international calling, is going to be the way to drive that profit to your door specifically, as well as to Dish and Boost, so that we can continue to offer these industry-leading prepaid deals each and every month, as well as our great pricing on devices. So it is very important, and I want you guys to understand the whys behind that, so we know why this is such a big focus and we need to see our results improve. So let's start with, you can't crush your goals if you don't know your goals. So do you guys know what your goals currently are for all these categories? If not, I know every store should have a board in their back room where they can write down their goals. There are a lot of blank spots to write down not just the goals that were previously set, but for you to add your own goals. And as times change, obviously our goals change. These boards, I see it indoors every single day. They haven't been updated in months. You have the resource there. Let's start using it again, right? Let's start taking advantage of the information we have at our fingertips, know where we're at each and every day, and make sure we're holding each other accountable to drive these best results. So for BYOD, bring your own device, our goal is 20%. I've had a couple of doors hit that, so congrats of you that are out there that have hit that 20% goal. But the majority of doors aren't out there. I know for me, at an average, I'm probably about 11, 12% if I combine all my doors together. But it can be done. That goal is 20%. So we need to make sure we keep focused on this and we keep driving this metric each and every month. It's such a great value, especially now during tax time where we get the second month free, which again, I'll touch a little bit more on that later. BYOD eligibility checks. Don't lose focus on this. Every port-in you have, you guys should be asking to have that phone in hand so you can check and see, is it eligible for a BYOD device, right? It says two things. One, it's going to help steer your conversation. What did you not like about your previous service? Was it the device or was it the coverage? So you're going to know that if you have a BYOD opportunity, and know if it was, okay, it was the coverage, but they liked the device, great. There's an opportunity to slam dunk it. If not, if they didn't like the device, okay, you can still check it, and we know we're not going to go the BYOD route. Our goal is only 20%. We'll give them one of our other great offers. Now, device protection. They call this insurance. Insurance has become a dirty word. We don't call it that anymore. People don't want to pay for insurance. They want to have their device protected, or they want Boost Shield. The goal that's out there on your DLAR is 30%. To me, that is too low. I would strive for 40% minimum. So for if you're doing 10 activations, 4 out of 10 of those new activations should have device protection on their phone. This is a really easy one to overcome objections. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, your plan today is going to be $67 a month, unlimited talk, text, data, plus protection on your device. That'll stick. If your reps pitch it like this, if you are repping this call and you pitch it that way, it will stick. But if you go into your sale and you're walking through the steps and you're like, okay, the plan's going to be 60 or the plan is going to be 50 and your phone's going to cost you 50 as well. Then we have a $25 setup fee. Oh, do you want to add an extra $7 for insurance on your phone? You're going to get a no almost 100% of the time. It's all in your pitch, right? So if you want to crush that goal, you pitch them a bundle with your protection in there. And I would even take that a little further. I have an example of that in the next couple of slides where you put an accessory in there as well. But you want to give them that out the door price. Think about it. Our stores are destination stores. We're not like a mall location. We're not like a Walmart where you go in there and there's 1,000 products. If people come to your Boost store, they're looking strictly for Boost products. You should never have a customer walk in and out without a transaction. And just getting a payment, I mean, that's great, but that's not enough. You want to make sure you capitalize on all opportunities every single time. Now, when I talk about don't just let a payment walk in and out of your store, that goes to the next bullet point in here, your add-a-line goal. Your add-a-line goal is 20%. My favorite greeting I use every time I see a customer. Welcome to Boost. Are you here for our promos? No, I'm just here to pay a bill. That's great. We have promotions for our bill payment customers as well. Oh, yeah? Yeah, I can actually get you a phone that's normally $200 for as low as $15 right now. Is there anyone in your family who might need to add a line? You know, it's these simple little tweaks in the words you use that will really help drive these goals, and it'll help drive your add a line. If a customer comes in, hey, welcome to Boost. You guys need to pay my bill. What's your number? Blah, 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 555-1212. Okay, it's $50. All right, thanks, bye. That happens all the time. I see it over and over and over, right? Huge missed opportunity. That should not be how you talk to your customers. Even if you see these customers every single month, which I get a lot of pushback because I like to provide coaching. If I see that happen, I'll be like, hey, why don't you offer this or that? They go, oh, I know them. I see them every single month. Well, you don't know how people's lives change each and every month, right? They could be people leaving in their family, people coming new into their family. They could have a child who's getting older who now needs a phone. It's just a great habit to build where you're going to get the most out of every customer walking in your door. And if you do that, I promise you're going to see your add lines go way, way up. Now, if you're tracking this, let's say you're tracking this on the DK dashboard, the rep level, and you see, oh man, last week I got 0 add lines. Well, now next week, you know, your goal is 20% for the month, right? You got to get 4. You should be really stepping your game up and pushing these add lines for every single customer walking in your store, not just new, but add lines as well.
Hey, guys,
another thing I see, yep.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have to admit, I did see Adam actually sell phones like that when we were visiting stores. So this actually does work. So, you know, I like that approach when you are actually are asking about that. Are you here for the promo? That works. You know, if you guys are not using this technique yet, start now because it really works.
It does. And I hear it's like, oh, that sounds corny. Oh, I get it, but I'm here to make money, bro. I don't care how corny I sound. I'm trying to make money.
Yeah, so we're not order takers, right? We're not machines. We're here actually to hustle. We're here to make some money and sell some devices. So this actually does work.
Yes, it's a difference between being a clerk and a solutions consultant. A solutions consultant is going to ask these probing questions to get the most out of every single person walking in your door. A clerk is going to say, oh, you're here to pay your bill. What's your number? $50. Send them out the door. Anyone can do that, right? We want the best of the best in our locations. And in order to be the best of the best, you have to ask these questions. I've been on the front lines just like everyone in this calls. I've been in the wireless industry, I don't know, maybe 20 years now. I started the exact same way when I was 18, 19, frontline sales rep. I've used these tactics forever. Went from frontline sales rep to manager, to regional manager. Then on the corporate side of the house, from an ISSR to an account executive, to an ISM, now to the DDP side of the house. So these things work. It's all about how much do you want to hustle? How much do you want to make of your opportunity? And man, wireless is such a great industry because every single person in the world needs a phone, right? So you guys are at a great job, at a great position. So you really need to learn to master your craft to get the most of every single person walking in your doors. All right. So our conversion goal that we're looking for overall, our add line is 20%. Our conversion goal is 30%. Now, what does that mean? That means if every 10 customers walking in your door to pay a bill or make any transaction, of every 10 customers, you get 3 out of 10 to get a new line of service. Not necessarily an upgrade, but a new line. So that's an add-a-line, a new phone, whatever the case may be, but that goal is 30%. Again, this slide right here is just to make sure you guys know your goals. I want to write these down. I make sure you all know them to heart, and you're getting all over them. Now, one of the new ones on here I put on here is title enrollments, and I put 100% of new activations. Why do I put 100% of new activations on title enrollments? Well, because it's free. I heard this could be going away in April, so let's take advantage of it in March while we have it, right? So, again, there's a slide in here that gives you more details, but you know, hit on something twice, so you'll hear it twice. Maybe it'll sink in a little deeper. The same screen where you click on your protection to add a phone, there's that little button you click on. You see a button for title. And it'll say 6 months is $0. Click on this for every single new line you sell. It should count as a value-added service. There's been kind of some debate on that, but Boost says yes, it does count. So let's go ahead and test this out. Let's do it for everybody. And they get 6 months free. It's an opt-in service, so they will not be charged after the 6 months unless they add their credit card information and sign up. So there's no reason not to put title on every customer and tell them about it. Hey, guess what? You also got 6 months of Tidal, which is a music streaming service like Pandora, where you can listen to any genre of music, you can watch music videos, and you get 6 months of free service on there. Thanks for being a Boost customer. Lastly, we have on here our goal of power bundles at 20%. Personally, this goal may be a little high, but hey, we got goals for a reason. Let's try to do the best. Power bundles are where they get the 6 months of service up front. Instead of paying $50 a month, they pay $40 a month. They also get a great discount like on the iPhone SE, which is normally only available on the $60 plan for that $49.99 price point. They can get that on the Power Bundle where they're only paying $40 a month. So huge savings when you bundle those together. The goal there is 20%. That is a very high goal. I mean, honestly, realistically, our goal, what we're hitting is around probably 3 to 4%. But the other ones are doable, absolutely. Power bundle goal that set is a little high. I get it. But we want to make sure you're aware of it and you continue to push it. But the other goals, I think, are very realistic. You should be able to hit 20%. You should be BYOD. You should be able to hit 100% BYOD eligibility checks. You should be able to hit 30% or 40% protection. Add a line goal, 20%, easy. Conversion goal, 30%, you can do it. Title, 100% of no activations, you can do it. These are the goals I want you guys to hit. Now, our March focus, it's March 8th right now. Boost, it's the same kind of pyramid we had last month. They just changed the second and third box. So right now, Power Bundle kind of dropped to the bottom. The main focus that we have in March starts with family plans and add-a-lines. So specifically the 3-line deal, because that's going to increase your customer lifetime value, your third month payments and beyond. Our second big goal is value-added services and BYOD. That's the majority topic of this call, which is Boost Shield, which is very important to point out, now available on Bring Your Own Device. You can add protection on Bring Your Own Devices. So if you're selling a BYOD, put protection on it. Your Toto Mexico, which is your $5 on talk, text, and data to Mexico and Canada. And there's a privacy bundle as well. Launching, and then our third category is your Power Bundle, which is that 6 months of customers' bill paid up front, and they get some great savings there. So again, the key to sales, the key to hitting your goals, you have to be a guru of 2 things: your devices you're selling and the offers that are available. So the major key is you must understand all the current offers and promotions. If you guys aren't looking at the buzz, which is found under quick links, each and every week it gets uploaded on Tuesday, this is a huge miss. This will give you every major update. When people call me and ask me questions, the number one spot I check is the buzz, and I can answer probably 95% of the questions I get just from looking at that buzz. This is a huge resource for you guys, and it really is surprising how many people are not looking at this. So under quick links on the sales portal, look at the buzz every single week. If it's Tuesday or after, if you're off Tuesday, you work Wednesday or Thursday, pull it up when you come into work, read through the whole thing. You're going to get so much great information. You want to be able to confidently process the promotions in the portal and in Elevate. Okay, this is another major key, right? So you may know the promotions, but do you know how to actually use them in the sales portal? Do you know how to process them in Elevate? If you cannot process your sales in the sales portal or Elevate, obviously you're not going to feel comfortable, and you're going to steer away from those transaction types. This is where you need to ask for help. We are here for you. Your sales managers are here for you. Your bootstraps are here for you. Your store managers are here for you. Your counterparts are there for you. There's tons of resources. You guys need to be very comfortable. And if you're not, let us know and let us give you that additional training. Make sure you're good to go. A great resource for that training is in Star. Do you have a Star username or password? If not, contact your Boost account executive and they can set you up with one. You can take BYOD training, DNC, which is do not call training, and Smile and Dial training as well. We won't touch on Smile and Dial on this call, but it's very important. But those are trainings you must take. And there are new device trainings in there also, so you can really have that top level knowledge on all your devices. Another key to knowing your offers is making sure that you guys have a mailbox that could be individually or for your store, but make sure you guys are looking at that every single day so you can see the goal sheets and what success you guys are having. Next, I want to touch on setting your store up for sales success. So those add-a-line devices, and I do see this in a lot of stores, which I love. Right by the counter, they'll have their add-a-line devices near the register. So when a customer talks about a payment, I can get you a $200 phone for $15. Oh, really? What do you got? It's right here. It's right by the register. Make it easy to grab. Make it very close. So put those add-a-line devices near your register. It's going to help boost those add-a-line sales. Your BOGO devices, group those together. Your accessories, make sure they're organized, not willy-nilly. I think you guys do a pretty great job on that, to be honest with you. But these are just some great ways to set your store up for success to maximize these offers. If you're a 4.0 store and maybe you say, well, Adam, my add-a-line devices, they're way over there, on my security hooks. Understandable, I get it. You can ask your Boost reps to order you extra devices, just send them the list. They can order you extra mock phones. And you guys can have those mocks kind of under your counter or next to your counter where you can pull them off right away and show them to your customer. So that's going to be my best practice or tip for that. If you have them out and you say you can't have them next to your register, just ask your bootstraps to order you an extra, whatever the device may be that you need for add-a-line, and they will get those out there for you. Next major tip is to create your own cheat sheet. And I do see this at a lot of doors. So this is a great best practice we're sharing where they have the bundles prepared, right? So if you look at like a Stylo 5, an A10e, an iPhone 7, or LG Empire, on this cheat sheet, if you're looking online, it has a $60 plan for all of them. Has the Boost Shield, because we're going to include that automatically, right? In our pitch, it's called the Assumption Close. We want to make sure that everything is on there. The setup fee of $25. Bundled in here, they have the case and tempered glass. You can see if it's a new device cost, what the out-the-door price is going to be. So let's say Stylo 5, that device is $149.99 with the Boost Shield, the setup fee, and the case and glass. Your out-the-door price, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, is $272. Or if it's a partner where they get it for free, your out-the-door price is $122. Naming that out-the-door price is crucial. If you guys can do that, you're going to see so many sales. Your attach rate, or I'm sorry, what the word I'm looking for? Your conversion rate. That's what I'm looking for. Your conversion rate is going to skyrocket if you get to heart your OTD or your out-the-door price. So whether it's an iPhone 7, an Empire, a Samsung A10e, or a Stylo 5, those phones out the door, $172, $172 for the 7, $172 for the Empire, $122 for the A10e, $122 for the Stylo 5. Knowing that pricing is huge. And your stores may be a little cheaper, right? Because this is a setup fee of $25. Maybe your store charges $15. Maybe you're waiving it. Maybe your case and tempered glass is a little different. It's just an example of having these bundles prepared where you can get your customer an out-the-door price, include your taxes and everything in it. And man, that is just a major win when you are looking to give your offers to customers. All right, so again, what's the secret sauce to add-a-lines and attachable? It starts with that art of the greeting that we talked about. Are you here for our promotions? It works on a number of levels. Number one, everyone loves a promotion. So your responses are going to be like, oh yeah, what promotions do you have going on? It's also going to create open dialogue for open-ended questions. If they say, what promotions do you have going on? Then we can qualify. Well, who are you with currently? Are you with Cricket or Metro? If so, I'm going to gear them towards a porting opportunity. If so, I'm going to ask, what did you not like about your current provider, your previous provider? Was it the service or was it the device? I can ask those questions to qualify them into a BYOD, into a port-in. It doesn't matter what they say. I'm going to have a promotion. So if, the 3 scenarios, customers know I'm just here to pay a bill. That's great news. Your promotions for our bill payment customers. I'm thinking add-a-line. Next customer, what promotions do you have going on? I'm going to qualify them. What carrier do you have? Qualify port-in or BYOD. Customer 3, yeah, I see you have an iPhone SE going on for $49.99. Can you tell me about that offer? So it doesn't matter what customer walks in your door. This greeting does work, as Robert told you. It's in here because it's proven time and time again. Every time I'm in a door, if I see 10 customers and I ask this greeting to 10 customers, you're probably going to get 4 to 5 likes and 4 to 5 hits that they say yes, they want to take advantage of it. And again, our goal is 30%. So it does work. Next, we talked about increasing attachable, utilizing the assumption close, which is why you always want to bundle your prices. As we just saw in those examples I showed you, bundling with your protection, with your setup fee, with your tempered glass and a case, given that price, that is going to sell at such a higher rate than if you try to do them one by one by one. Think about giant companies like McDonald's, right? There's a reason why they don't sell fries, Coke, and 2 cheeseburgers. They have give me a number 2 or whatever the number is on that value meal, right? They sell value meals for a reason. It's simplifies it for your customers. They know that quick price. They say, yeah, I gotta have those funds. Let's go ahead and do it. If you make a sale and you add extra to it, you're going to get a no. It's the power of words. Like, customers don't like paying extra for insurance, but they like having their device protected. So if you give that pitch, unlimited talk, text, data plus protection, it'll run you $67 per month. That's going to sell. If you tell a customer, oh, it's $60 per month, do you want to pay an extra $7 for insurance? You're going to get a no on that more likely than not. It's all about how you position. And then also just want to give you a reminder for those of you that do have your customers who need to call Mexico and Canada. We have that great international calling plan, $5 a month to Mexico and Canada for unlimited calling. For BYOD, you want to make sure that you guys are aware that we still do have that second month of free service. So what a great carrot to hit that 20% BYOD mark than to give that customer a free second month of service. This also really helps driving our 3MR retention, meaning our customers stay with us for at least 3 months. The goal is 6 months or more, but if they pay their first bill, second month's included, that's fantastic. This was extended out until April 15th, so any new or port-in BYOD customer will get their second month of service covered. BYOD is great for you guys on the front line and great for the customers. On the front line, it's a huge area opportunity for boost. Up until we merged with Dish, we couldn't do this. Whereas we have Cricket and Metro, 20% of their customers are all BYOD sales each and every month. We're not there yet. That's why our goal is 20%, right? I told you my book of business is about 12 or 13%, still not there. Well, Cricket and Metro is there, but they've also had it for years and years. It's still new to our customer base. So that second month free is huge. It's great for you guys because it's going to make that setup quick and easy for you. And you can increase your accessory sales because now you're like, oh, you're keeping your old phone. Well, I see that case is a little ratty. You're going to need a new case. Probably want a new charger as well and a screen protector. So it's going to help increase your accessory sales. For your customer, they don't have to wait to set up any of their apps. They don't have to wait for them to download. They don't have to log back into everything. They don't have to wait for all their information to transfer over. So that's a win for the customer and a win for you. Faster setup, easier setup for your customer. And if they have a device that they like, let them keep it. This is awesome, and they get their second month of service for free. Now, we talked about if you want to hit that goal of 20%, you need to check the BYOD compatibility check tool 100% of the time. My favorite analogy is linking this to baseball, right? If you think about baseball, BYOD is like attempts coming up to the plate, getting an attempt to bat, right? The more swings at the bat, the more hits you're going to get. So the more times the customer comes in, you check that Byod eligibility check tool to make sure it's eligible, the more hits you're going to get. Getting a hit is going to turn into a run. You know, so the more swings, the more hits, more runs. So you want to make sure that you guys are checking that tool each and every time, and then that customer is eligible. You know, that's a discussion you want to go down the sales route with. So typical customer interaction: customer comes into your door. Good afternoon, welcome to DCI Wireless, or whatever your store may be. Are you here for our promos? Customer may tell you, hey, I'm looking to switch over from Metro. What kind of promotions do you have going on? So think about how you guys have what you guys are saying in this scenario. So you want to ask your qualifying questions, which is, oh, we'd love to have you. Let me ask you a few questions. What plan are you on with Metro right now? How many lines are you looking to switch over? And let me focus on that question. How many lines are you looking to switch over? Because whenever I see a new rep in the store, I like to secret shop them, just because I get that real feel of how is this rep going to treat their customers. And you would be surprised how many times a rep will just pitch me my one line. They don't ask me that very important question: how many lines are you looking to switch over? This can take it to a one-line deal, to an add-a-line deal, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. One of the other questions I always ask a customer: do you mind giving me your phone so I can see all the great offers you qualify for? Why do I ask that question? Because I want to get that phone in hand. I have to check the Byod eligibility tool, right, to see if it is eligible. I can also look at that phone at that point in time. Does it not have a case? Okay, there's an accessory option. Does it not have a screen protector? There's a screen protector option. Is the battery low? There's a charger option. And then my key question: are you switching because you're unhappy with your device or your service? If it's the service but not the device, boom, that's BYOD, easy. All right, next, again, we talked about title briefly, put it on every new activation. So let me tell you, what is title and how does it work? So this slide talks about Sprint. Granted, I took this from an old text message when I actually signed up with Title. So it is now Boost and Dish. So Title is an exclusive streaming service that we have. It has over 56 million songs, over 225,000 high-quality videos, films, and has exclusive artist content. So this is Jay-Z's music streaming service. So a lot of like the new Jay-Z songs or Beyonce songs, they won't be out there on Pandora, but they are on Tidal. And if you're not a big hip hop fan like I am myself, not a big deal. They do have other genres of music on there as well. So it's an awesome service. I did the 6-month trial. I loved it. I loved all the music on there. I love the videos. I thought it was very, very cool. So you're gonna get not only all the songs that you love, but you also get exclusive digital content. And again, it's an opt-in service, so your customers are never going to pay for this until after their 6-month trial. They click on it. So again, how do you add Title? On the screen, you see your options to add insurance, as we like to call it, Protection and Boost Shield. You want to click on the button that says $0 6 months Title trial. Make sure you click on this for every new activation. Please, 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 please do this. This is easy, right? It's free, free, free. Title is an opt-in service, so the customer won't be charged. It'll help you dominate your value-added scorecard this month. It could be gone next month, but we have it in March, so let's use it. Lastly, tax season promotions. I want to make sure you guys are aware of all your promotions. I took this snippet on the slide directly from the Buzz. I told you guys, look at the Buzz every single week. Everything in the Buzz is hyperlinked. Now, this is a snippet, so they're not hyperlinked. But if you want more information on all these promos, you can simply click on it. It'll give you the full toolkit. So I talked about the iPhone SE for $49.99 offer was extended until April 15th. And these tax season offers have been pretty soft, right? So we have them. They should be hitting here this week. So make sure you guys are stocked up. The device discounts all got extended until March 15th as well. The bug on the Silo 6, the bug on the K51, A21, those are all extended out. Samsung A10 port 1 get 2 free also extended, as well as the BYOD and get a 2nd month of service for free. All right, big key. You guys are missing out if you're not doing this. The Moto G Power Sell and Win raffle. If you guys don't have this slide, reach out to your account managers. We can email you this deck. But this is a DCI exclusive, right? If we want to have contests like this, we need to make sure we are using this each and every time a customer comes into our door and we're selling a Motorola device, and make sure you have the Motorola's in stock. But this is a DCI only contest. There's a QR code you guys can scan. You have to join the MotorolaInsiders.com to gain access where you can get these prizes. But you want to submit every device sale, and the link is on here. I'm not going to read it because it's got a bunch of weird letters in it and numbers. But so you have to submit all your devices to the link that's on this slide. You should have received this from DCI. If not, reach out to your account manager from DCI and we'll send it to you again. But the grand prize is a 55-inch 4K HD TV and Moto G Fast. We have weekly raffles for 20 Moto G Fast phones, 15 Moto Swag backpacks, 10 $50 Amazon gift cards, 10 Yeti tumblers, 3 Moto 360 watches, 2 Yeti hopper coolers. We only had 85 entries so far. When it started on this went from February 26th to March 31st. So, man, your chances to win a giant 4K HD TV are huge. Take advantage of this contest. Sell this phone like crazy. The referral code's on there. The QRL code's on here. Again, reach out to whoever your DCI account manager is if you need this slide or you need this deck. But, man, take advantage of this. This is free for all, and it's only DCI. You guys are crazy for not taking advantage of this, all right? Okay, get on my soapbox on that. Next. The Xfinity Internet. So this is jumping up huge speeds right now, doubling to 50 megabyte per second download, 5 megabyte per second upload. And March 1st through March 31st, every rep who has Xfinity in their area, which I know is not nationwide, but if you're on this call and you have Xfinity, you get an extra $10 per prepaid and internet activation that goes directly to you reps in the field. So make sure you're taking advantage of this as well. The link is on here, the indirectprizeline.com/prepaid, so you can log all your sales in and get that extra $10 per sale. All right, a couple minutes over, but pretty close to our 30-minute deadline I always like to hit. At this time, I will open it up. Do we have any questions?
Hey, Adam.
Yes.
Just one clarification on the Motorola incentive.
Yep.
If you don't have the Motorola Insiders account, no worries. You can still participate in this. This only requires you to use that link, that URL, to submit your IMEIs for everything, for activations, port-ins, new activations, upgrades. You don't have to have the Motorola Insiders account at this point, but you're welcome to join that club as well and learn some cool stuff about the devices.
Awesome. Thank you, Robert.
No problem.
All right. Any other questions? All right. Well, thank you guys so much for hopping on. We'll talk to you next week. Have a great week selling. Thank you. Happy tax season.